Absolutely. Bro, I don't
What
even
a SmackDown.
bruh. That is very rarely that you say breathtaking. That
Yes.
was breathtaking. Like, I don't holy first of all, I mean, I don't even know if we're doing introductions, but Jacob looked amazing. Like,
Yeah, so we fresh off SmackDown. It's crazy. If you didn't seen it, you're in a proper place. Attitude Era podcast. Today he's Z Fatu, and we're gonna tell you why. You're gonna know. And I'm King HP, and you know some people gonna be tapping in any moment as we go on. But what a crazy SmackDown!
hold on. We gotta do this proper. You keep on talking. Hold on. Hold on, bro. Hold on.
Yeah, so while Z's going to get a surprise, let's talk about what happened. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put this comment up here, and we got Gamage with the belt.
Hold on. We need to do this proper, bro.
And he got there. It is.
Proper.
There it is.
Look, you see what that say? To my Us Z, Jacob Fatu. Come on, man.
Jacob Fatu has made his WWE debut in dominating fashion. Dominating fashion.
They had to. After how Raw had the White 6 come out, they had to do something.
You know what's crazy? They played their hand well, and Lake Show 824, you know what I'm saying? 824, that's Kobe, you know what I'm saying? It's about damn time Jacob fired. He got his ones up, Bloodline. I gotta ask about that. Are we still putting ones up?
Absolutely.
Because let's be clear. Let's do a little recap. Let's go back a little bit. The main event is given tonight. Oh man, it's so many places to start. But the main event tonight is going to be Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa, right? Mm-hmm. Cody's talking about he's got a plan. And the match doesn't even last but like 5 minutes before it turns into like chaos. You know what I'm saying? And the match spills out into chaos, and we
have motion. You hear me?
Look at it, D-Day. Look at it. We here.
Yo, listen, y'all. Everybody that's in here to the recap, we was rocking with my boy Jacob when this was, you know what I mean, in the talks before it was going to happen. We got wind that it was going to happen this year. We just didn't know what time. The time is here. When y'all finish watching this recap, go on the YouTube page, watch the interview we did with Jacob Fatu, breaking down the Anoa'i family tree, and went viral on all social media platforms and the full interview. Yo, it's a lot of people that pull up in the WWE, but y'all know I pulled up. I just came through and stopped everybody from talking. That's how excited I am for my guy to finally be in the WWE, because he worked so hard, you know what I mean, to get here. He had some ups and downs, trials and tribulations, but wow. And this arrival special.
And I gotta say, if y'all want to know for real, because we interviewed Jacob not long before he got signed. If y'all want to know about that story, about how he got to where he at, if you want to hear him talk about growing up with the Usos, growing up with Roman, you got to go watch that interview, because he really breaks it down in a way he never really has before or since. I'm gonna say that too. I mean, here, bro, we gotta throw it out, man.
So I'm gonna ask some questions, right? Because before the main event starts, Paul Heyman, tonight's SmackDown was so crazy. Solo is talking to Heyman, and Heyman's telling him, like, look, man, you violating. You know, CM Punk, that was by Roman Reigns, by the tribal chief. He was off limits. He was my guy. He's family. You know what I'm saying? And Solo tell him, hey, yo, I hate to tell you this, wise man, puts the arm on him. Roman ain't coming back. The way he told him that was like, and Paul Heyman's face was like, he was shook. He was so shook.
He wanted to cry the entire evening, man. He was in tears the whole night.
The whole night. I mean, let's go back to the beginning of the night. He asked CM Punk to take him with him. Two favors. I'll do you a favor. You do me a favor. My favor, leave. Solo said this is his town. He don't care about no CM Punk and where you from and yada, yada, yada. Bloodline come out. CM Punk with the mic. He's so good with it. He like, yo, in the Bloodline face. What was the other favor, Paul? Man, my man said, take me with you.
Man, we know they've been treating Paul Heyman bad. And he just, you know, he trying to find a way out. Plus, we know the WWE trademarked something for Solo Sikoa this week. So they looking to make some moves with him, but we gonna see.
Caesar Sikoa. A lot of people thought that was going to be Jacob. That was going to be Jacob's name when he debuted. It was going to be Caesar Sikoa. Supposed to be like the brother. So I don't know, but I'll say the long-term storytelling is fantastic. As soon as Roman comes back.
They got a shot in the arm tonight that they needed because the Bloodline story was getting kind of long in the tooth. So they needed this.
Yo, listen, 100%. I say this once again: when Roman Reigns comes back to organize his house, it's going to be the highest rated SmackDown show in history. If it's on SmackDown, and if it's on a pay-per-view, Mile, by who? Yo, listen, man, like Solo, that's my guy, man, but he's going crazy. He's bugging, bro.
Yeah.
And he's on a wild losing streak. Solo's like 0-57.
No, he's 1-57 because remember he got a win like the week before last.
Yeah, but I'm saying like he's losing wild matches to be acting crazy.
But here's why I don't think it's Roman's house no more. When he told Paul,
come on, Jerry, is that your house?
It's my house. Can't nobody take this.
Then however, Roman, the same way I feel about this, that's how Roman feels about the Bloodline, man. But listen, the only person that I would allow, only person I'm allowing to take that from Roman, and y'all already know who it is, the final boss, man.
But here's my thing, right?
Come through and put his feet on the mat. Yes, Z, yes, the final boss, yes.
Not at all. Not at all.
You remember when Paul Heyman told, I forgot who he told, correct me or, you know what I'm saying, but put in the comments. You remember when Paul Heyman was talking to somebody and he was telling them that back when Roman was here, we wouldn't even take these guys. They're criminals. They're like, he was like really laying into them. You know what I'm saying? So this bloodline, like, and I think they're going to have to start a new bloodline called the Dynasty. You're going to have to get the Usos. You're going to get Sami Zayn because they're all been champions. And that's what separates this current bloodline. No belts in the WWE.
Do we want Sami Zayn back in this story?
Hell yeah, we need the honorary. First of all, Sami Zayn, I kind of look like Sami Zayn.
No, that's the only reason why he said it is because he's the stunt double. Sami can't.
Shout out to Mike Feet.
That's what I'm saying.
He said the Jacob Fatu interview was dope. So, yeah, we hope they don't disrespect his talent too.
We got a lot of viewers in here tonight. That's how I know that. SmackDown was a movie. How y'all feel about CM Punk getting hospitalized on the hands of the Bloodline?
Good.
That was crazy too. Like this wasn't like how we talked about that Raw being an exceptional Raw. This was an exceptional SmackDown. Like, and I think it's going into trying to make that SummerSlam ginormous. You know what I mean? Because if you think about it, SummerSlam is already like half sold out. People are like,
shaky warrior. It's shaky.
Yeah, people are, after this SmackDown, I'm ready for SummerSlam. After this SmackDown.
So CM Punk going out, how he went out, do we think he's fully cleared yet or no?
No, I don't think he's fully cleared yet.
No. Remember this, first week of July is Money in the Bank. And it's like, oh, now, because they made a mention of it. They said something about, we don't know how this is going to affect his recovery. So they're going to be able to play that into it to where they'll know SummerSlam, he'll be back. Yeah. But they just want to keep that storyline going. And that's why I think they, you know what I'm saying, said it the way they did. And it buys them time. So you know why Drew's not on Money in the Bank and why CM Punk won't be there.
I think he's cleared. I think it's just with CM, but you got to be careful. Like, you're only going to get him return. Well, he's injury prone, so maybe he'll be injured again. But you're only going to get that him and McIntyre moment once. So I think he might be cleared because he was getting tossed around a little bit. I think it might just be there holding it for SummerSlam to just make it the biggest card possible. That's where I also think we might see Roman come back for real.
I mean, I think at best, Punk is probably doing like physical therapy.
Yeah. Roman is definitely coming back at SummerSlam because they got him appearing on the SmackDown right before.
Oh, he's scheduled for that. Oh, so yeah, he'll definitely be at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I mean
what
that's
he's
what
gonna do at SummerSlam
right now. Of course. I mean, yeah, CM Punk still not being cleared as a work. He's ready to go. That's going to be one of the big matches at SummerSlam. That's going to be one of the big matches at SummerSlam. I'm just looking at the chat, looking at the viewers. Z, if you got any Jacob clips, we need those cut up immediately. We need to get with it again.
Yo, go check out the TikTok, the Instagram. A bunch of clips with Jacob up there. You could see him breaking down the family tree. You see a clip of him saying how the first wrestling match he ever saw was him watching the Usos, and he explains his whole origin. He explains talking about going to WWE. It's a really great interview. One of my favorite that we've ever done on the channel.
What you think I should repost up, Z, the family tree or him talking about the Usos being special? Because I'm going to put one of them up again right now.
You know, he also has one that I think people would like to see. Talks about growing up with Roman and the Usos. I think people would like to see that. That's my thing is once the Usos and Roman get back together, it's going to be a little family civil war. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, but they'll still need a fourth.
We're missing one. Yo, there's one more motherfucker who got to join this party, and everyone is there. I don't know if y'all know.
Zilla.
We need the Zilla. And the house is full.
That's my guy, man. We need Zilla Fatu.
And we need Zilla, and the house is full.
So I don't think that's going to happen, and here's why. Zilla, I think, will come, but I don't think he'll be a part of the Roman Reigns side.
Oh, wow. I just caught that.
Flag on the play.
Did y'all hear that?
We're going to go ahead and mute for about
unnecessary pauseness on Jerry, 15-yard penalty. First down.
Throw the flag.
Yo, chat, just how y'all can expect Raw and SmackDown to be crazy every week, you can expect Jerry to say something that is just so flagrant. It's like
that we gotta throw the flag. I do agree with what Jerry was trying to say, though. I'll say that.
I mean, so how would y'all feel about if Haiku had joined the Bloodline? Because Tonga and Tonga and Loa have another brother, Haiku. What if he joined?
So here's where I think they can't bring everybody, right?
No.
There's only so much room. So if they bring Zilla, like, I got to watch what I say because I don't want to get back and put on timeout. You know what I'm saying? It makes 5 on the because I don't think he'll go to Roman's side. I think Roman's side is going to use what the WWE has already established prior to Solo coming, prior to, you know what I'm saying, Tama Tonga.
Usos and Sami Zayn.
And they may take another 2 if you bring up 2 because you have Randy Orton and you have Kevin Owens. And that's a huge Survivor Series 6-on-6 first time you could do that. Because they all had beef for the Bloodline for the whole.
If they expand it like that, you know what we need? War games.
The 7th guy will come.
We absolutely need war games.
We need war games. We need 2 rings in the cage and let them
immediately.
Well, here's why I think the 6 is important, right? Because the 7th guy will come, which will be The Rock, but the 6 is the Wyatt 6, which you long-term build for 2 dominant factions, one on each brand. And you can go towards WrestleMania.
Well, the Wyatt 6 is only 5.
It's 5 right now with Bray and Spirit, but we don't know if they will bring a 6th person.
I thought it was interesting how they did it as SICKS instead of SIX. So 6 could be a title.
Yeah.
How they had Ravens fly, it could be Wyatt's 6, like the sickos. So
maybe it's 6 with a 6 with the numerical 6.
Yeah.
It's sick. It's SICK with a numerical 6 on the official logo.
So but
it's sick and it's 6, but it's 5 of them in the group.
So I think there's gonna be some 6 running around, but it's hot. Like Slim said in the comments, he didn't think nothing was gonna top Raw this week. We all would have bet money and lost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, I wanted to point something out. We were talking about the Wyatt 6. Something I learned. I don't know if it was already brought up. They debuted in Texas, where also is where Bray had his last match, which is why I think they held on and did the debut there, which I thought was awesome. But to have two kind of like paradigm shifting moments like this within 1 week is insane. That only makes me imagine what they're leading up to. Like, I can't even fathom what the surprise leading up to may be. My question is, when Roman finally gets here, what do you think is the first thing he does?
He checks Solo Sikoa.
He checks Solo.
The first thing he does when he comes back is get things in order. I am at
is it a conversation or is it physical on site?
Physical.
On site.
So what's the scenario?
He just do that.
I think Roman gets dominated. I got a call from my Thor axe.
This guy.
So what if you got a scenario where
my blue cup, baby?
Oh, I thought he actually had I thought it was actually going to fly into his hand.
That
would have been crazy.
That's it.
I thought it was going to fly into his hand.
Jerry, timer. I know we do the Jerry Cup check, but don't tell me you got a blue cup to match SmackDown.
We got a blue cup for SmackDown. Everything is on purpose. The display of the Wyatts, the blue hoodie. We come prepared for everything.
Yo, speaking of, there's so much shit that can happen with this, like Bloodline versus Wyatt 6 would be crazy. I don't know, like, you know, so many moving parts. I don't know if we'll see it, but that would be another crazy storyline that just opened up literally this week.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I got to go back to something DNA said when Roman comes back, and I can't say your name, Anthony, but yeah, Roman gonna get beat up now that Jacob's here. When Roman comes back, I expect him to get. I hate to do this. I know DNA gonna call me out on it, but I expect Roman Reigns to get the WrestleMania 11 next day beating that Shawn Michaels got from Sid Vicious when he fired Sid Vicious and he beat the brakes off of him. And
you can't make Roman look weak, though. He can't be weak.
You can't make Roman look weak when 5 people jump on him.
But you have to make the new bloodline look strong.
That's what I'm saying.
Look, maybe Roman gets beat up, right? And that's what makes him feel like he has to go get the Usos back. He can't do it alone.
Yeah,
so it's gonna draw blood.
Go get people.
They're gonna draw blood on.
I mean, the only reason why I can see that happening, I'm actually not gonna disagree with you, HP, is because he's coming back as a face. So when you're a baby face, you have to take the beating. You have to go through all the measures that say, "Oh my God, how can this guy come out of this and survive?" And then boom, it's almost a twist. That's why Triple H said the story's gonna blow your mind, because that's literally what just had to happen with Cody. He took the beating by the Rock. He got beat up in front of the Raw thing when he did the "I'm the final boss." Then they had the match with Bloodline rules. He lost that, got beat up. You thought there was no way he was gonna win the belt. Then John Cena, Jey Uso, and the Undertaker came and saved him.
Bro, if we see Roman Reigns wearing the crimson mask and bleeding, that babyface comeback you're talking about is going. Is out of here.
Oh, they're going to draw blood because that's it. They're called the Bloodline, and Paul Heyman set the tone when he told the world when it was me and Roman, we didn't pick these guys. They're criminals. They have criminal records. They have this. They have that. He was trying to tell. I think it was Cody. He was telling that to, or Kevin Owens. I think it was Kevin Owens, and he was trying to explain to how brutal this new one is. So when the Savior comes back.
He planted the seeds already. Hey, that's why Paul Heyman's a genius. He planted the seeds.
And watch this. Paul Heyman gonna be crying. You think Paul Heyman looks timid? When they put the beats to Roman, because he's been saying it week after week. I miss Roman too. I miss Roman too. So when Roman gets dominated, and it might not be by just Solo, because that would be bad booking. But when the group puts the beat, like we saw Jacob take a super kick from Kevin Owens, and he went crazy.
And it sounds like Roman Reigns is going to get the triple power bomb through the table.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised if they can bring back Seth for this, and Roman has to do some like, Seth, I need you.
That
You
would be
understand?
crazy.
This is getting out of hand. I created a monster.
As crazy as the moment when Roman returns is
not the bloodline, Jerry. You're going to see this is where the fantasy booking starts going too far.
But that's what I'm saying. Is it going to be all bloodline, or
it got to be
either involved?
It got to be either Sammy or Rock.
It's family, and then I'm gonna be honest with you. The Rock might side with the new bloodline.
Yeah, the Rock can't side with Roman because Roman has to go on to fight the final boss, and Roman is gonna win. Let's be real. I know you're gonna say with DNA, he gonna beat the final boss. But I was just about to ask that. Where does the final boss even play into this? Because he has to. I don't think he's gonna be on Roman's side.
The final boss might come through and smack all of them up.
Right?
No,
he might.
He's been giving orders to Solo. He's been giving orders to Solo.
I like that. I like that. I like that.
He might pull up and swindle him.
I like that. What was in that cup? What was in that cup, bro? It was the prophet thing.
I like that. He's the one that Solo's been working for.
Even a broken clock is right twice a day.
Even a broken clock is right. And that's going to be crazy because it's going to be Roman's outnumbered.
That's hard.
Roman's going to have to make a man.
Jerry, it only took you 3 weeks of recap. 5,000 conspiracies, and you landed.
He went 83 weeks Eric Bischoff on us.
You deserve it.
I gotta say, as crazy as it's gonna be when Roman returns, there's gonna be a point where he's getting fucked up. They're gonna be like, who's gonna help him? The Usos are gonna come back, and that OG Uso reunion might make the world might actually stop for like 2.5 seconds.
But Jimmy's hurt. Reunion. How long is Jimmy out?
Until they need him. He out as long as until they need him.
He needed a little break. You know why? Because it's like his story, like he got nowhere to go right now.
Hey, remember when all this started and Jimmy was hurt and he came back to save Jay? All this is all over again.
Yeah, but it's gonna be so crazy.
Oh, this is gonna be fire. WWE cooking right now.
Because think about how many storylines are still cooking. Remember, Roman left. I mean, not Roman. Rock left, and he told Cody, "We ain't done. When I come back, it's me and you." Right? Yeah. So if he's giving orders to Solo, it's like I wanted Solo to clear all ground, take out CM Punk, take out anyone who could be a title contender. Because when I come back, it's me and Cody. Roman's gonna have to go through the Rock for that belt. And
I don't think Rock has many more like matches in him. So does he want to go out as People's Champ babyface or final boss heel?
I think he's gonna. I think when the next WrestleMania, it has to be Roman and The Rock. I can't see it not beating that.
They're saying Roman and Cody.
That's what they've been saying, Roman and Cody.
Hell nah, for a third time. Nah, I can't see that. I can't see
not WrestleMania.
Hey, Seth Rollins wrestled both Rocks this year.
If The Rock and Roman is his last match, The Rock loses, Roman wins, and I mean, he goes out as the final boss. The final boss has to come back. I'm not.
No, but y'all are putting it in the air as if it's some scenario where The Rock has one match left. He has said he's part of the board now. This is life. He's here for like 5 more WrestleManias. This isn't his last WrestleMania. So he can put over Rock as the final boss and then come back as the People's Champ and do a last match.
I'm good. You know what it is? I think as his age progressed, he don't have that same flair as the good guy, bro. Like,
you don't.
Yeah.
He's the final boss from now on.
I ain't even gonna hold you. When he first came back and I saw what he was doing, I wasn't with it.
Yeah,
when he turned that thing all the way up and the final boss was created, I was like, I can't stop watching this.
Like, yeah, bro. It's like even the first weeks as the final boss, he was still in the good guy character. Like, I want people to like me.
Yeah.
And then once he did that concert with the guitar again, after that, the final board with the new entrance, that's when he was activated. I'm like, oh, this is a movie. Mama Rose, you take blood from the final boss.
That Twitter speak he did after Raw went off the air, and he was like, fuck that. The cameraman was like, hey, we're good.
Yeah, beating his ass.
We ain't done. And he just, I mean, that was crazy.
See, and that was him bringing it to real life because he said, you think just because you cut the cameras off, I can stop and turn this off?
Yeah, this is
not like, no, this is who I am.
Yeah.
But see, I can't say his name. Magnificent, right? He got it. That's another clue too. Roman just unfollowed. Like a couple things happened in the last 24 hours. Roman unfollowed Solo. Solo told Paul Heyman right before his match with Cody, Roman ain't coming back. And then they release. I'll say release, not like release like got fired for all those who just tuning in. I'm talking about release like open the cages and they don't let Jacob Fatu out. And he put Cody through that announce table. It was ungodly.
And don't forget the trademark. The Caesar Socolo thing is something. It's something happening.
I think that's going to be Solo's new name. I think Solo is like a moniker, right? I think he's going from Solo to Caesar.
Or it could be Jacobs.
No, they announced him as Jacob.
Caesar was a king. Caesar was a king, and Tribal Chief is taken. Final Boss is taken. Yeah. I think it'll be for Solo who runs it. I'm Caesar. And then Jacob's gonna get a name because his personality is off the chain. He ain't gonna take long before you got to do something with him that's, heavy. I'm trying to put some on. If I can get this,
man. Just when you thought Raw couldn't be, this was better than Raw, man.
Well, I was gonna say, I'd be remiss to just skip over another amazing segment that happened tonight, which was Drew McIntyre coming and beating up on CM Punk. I think it's a good problem that we have so many amazing storylines that it's hard to even figure out which one to cover. But I got to say, in the midst of all this, Drew is doing a really good job to stand out as a top heel and a top talent and providing us another real interesting thing to go and watch. This feud with him and CM Punk I think it's incredible.
Yeah, Drew been doing some of his best work these past few months.
Yeah, man. I wish he was heavyweight champion right now. That man deserves a title run, bro.
Hey, I definitely
absolutely he does.
Let me see.
Drew deserves a belt soon. I feel like it's weird, but don't you guys think that the best stories are coming outside of the belts?
Yeah. Well, that's what you need when you have a roster that's deep like that. Like it's a lot of talent on a roster that we all say deserve titles, but that's what made the Attitude Era interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody didn't need a belt, but you watched. And this how they writing and booking. It's kind of starting to feel a little attitude.
It's not even starting. Once the final boss, once Triple H took over, had control, Shawn Michaels with NXT, the people running it is from the Attitude Era. That's their heart.
The Attitude Era is running it.
It feels that way. It feels that way. The
final boss had everything to do with WrestleMania. Triple H and Shawn Michaels is in control of the three main shows, and you see it. Look at the running. That's how they used to appear. Out of nowhere, and they used to put so much energy behind the character when they appeared. You felt like you know him. Remember when Cactus Jack first showed up? This guy was never seen.
Yeah.
More ever. And they was like, oh my God. Hunter Hearst Helmsley, Triple H was like, it's Cactus Jack. So even that just made you be like, who the hell is this? That they're amping it up. When I'm a 7-year-old kid, I didn't watch ECW or WCW. Back then to know who Cactus Jack was, but they put so much behind the character that they're building it up. Like it's just great storytelling right now. Wrestling is at an all-time high.
Oh, yeah.
You know what?
Jacob, they're clearly trying to market as like, I'm really interested to see as like the muscle, like the powerhouse behind that group. You know what? And DNA, you weren't on when I said this. Me and DNA saw Jacob not a crazy long time ago. He lost like 30, 40 pounds. He's in incredible shape. When you watch that clip, he's ready to be the powerhouse of that group.
Wrestling is fun again. Wrestling is interesting again. And wrestling is cool again. And I ain't mad at it.
It's cool again. That's the thing. It's cool. DNA, you got to watch that clip because he looks like a different monster.
Hold on. Let me put some on a picture. And you tell me your words to describe this. This is the moment right backstage before the main event where Solo tells Paul Heyman, Roman Reigns ain't coming back.
Oh my God.
Look at that face. This is the moment where he tells this man, I hate to tell you this, but Roman Reigns ain't coming. Look at Paul Heyman's face. If that ain't fear, look at his eyes like he's about to cry. There is, my God. And here's your champion. Let me give you this little graphic of your WWE undisputed champion. This man was late. That's Jacob coming off the top.
Cody got to do something because
Jacob looks like he's in the best shape of his life right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Did I not tell you, DNA? He looks like he looks like they gave him the call. He dropped everything and got He looked.
Hey, now watch this. This is how SmackDown went off the air. Look at Paul Heyman in the back,
bro.
Insane.
This is so fucking crazy, man.
They needed it. They needed it
first, man. Keep watching the recap. Leave your comments on what you thought of this tonight's episode of SmackDown. It was epic, if you ask me, man. Jacob Fatu is now in the WWE. Congratulations to my bro again. I'm gonna actually hit him up and text him and let him know. And y'all do the same. Let us know what y'all feel about tonight's episode.
Go watch that Jacob Fatu interview.
I got one more overlay. I gotta let people, see this. In Chicago, this is how crazy. Remember in Scotland, Drew lost, right? And CM Punk was bumping his gums about when I came in July of 2017, when I came to Chicago, I won the belt. Look what my mans did to my mans.
Violated, bro.
Laid him up.
Pretzel work.
And he took that
ultra pretzel.
Took his bracelet also.
Hey, best thing I've seen all day.
Bro, I'm telling you, if he had took his sneakers, I wouldn't have been mad at that neither, bro.
Come on, you can't be running people's pockets now.
You saw him, James?
He said two things all
and this
show.
the man we
One of
sit
them
on
was
assignment. We gotta watch this guy.
Drew packed him up, anti-sufficient facts. Yo, we out of here, y'all. Watch the recap. Watch SmackDown again. Let us know what y'all think. This is a good cook-up.